Milieu, the project is about unlocking and fostering scientific excellence in the field of gender or women's studies, diversity and inclusion. And it is a project, European Horizon 2020 project, between three partners where we have the Universidad degli Studi di Genova, then we have Complutense University of Madrid, and then we have the Bulgarian Academy of Science, the Institute for Philosophy and Sociology, which is the leading partner of the project.
And we work together, the three institutions, as a collaborative platform, trying to identify best practices in academia, trying to unlock new opportunities in order to foster excellence, equity, diversity, particularly for early stage researchers, so they understand how this world of academia is and what is their future path could be.
The role of the Complutense University within the project is concentrated in two work packages, Work Package 2 and Work Package 4. The first work package is about the initial research for finding out the needs and aligning the project strategy afterwards with the European research area requirements, as well as attending to other international agreements in gender, equity and disability.
And the second work package is particularly focused on early stage researchers, those who are joining academia, those who are in the process of finishing their PhD studies, those who need to decide how they see themselves, and to help them understand how this academia world is structured, what their potential could be, and how they need to build their future career, which is extremely important. You need advice, you need mentoring, and this is what we try to provide them from this international and multidisciplinary perspective. Well, we hope to see, definitely in particular for early stage researchers, to see more young academics joining international conference, taking active part in publications, join the research projects, fostering their visibility and making this experience of attending international academic conferences kind of a natural habit.
In general terms, our main focus is at the Bulgarian Academy of Science at IFS and fostering their international participation in the research arena around international conferences, research papers, joint research in different fields, but especially in the field of gender, inclusion and diversity.
Because sometimes academia is perceived as a closed community, only for those who are able to achieve their PhD studies. And it's not that way. We believe academia should be an open space because our purpose is to share knowledge, to inspire people, to foster best practices and to lead by example. That's why we really try to open the access to our resources, to our summer schools, specific courses that we are organizing to all the people.
Yeah, I think it is important that people get to know, especially people within the universities and research institutions, they get to know about the project because it can serve as an example. I think all the European projects and any project, they are always a good exercise for benchmarking and a learning experience, so they can learn what we did well and where we maybe failed, and they can learn about the practices we have done. And I think it's also particularly important for IFS, the Bulgarian partner, because if we want them to become more international, more present in the international research arena and work more in gender transformation in their structures and in their research and in inclusion from a very broad perspective, but especially focusing in disability. So we need to do communication, we need to do exploitation and dissemination of the project.
Well, what we mentioned before, academia should definitely lead by example. And it's not that common yet to see people with disabilities teaching in our classrooms. So we need to foster this diversity. In addition, for women, quite often it's not that easy yet to be on the top of this academic ladder. And our project is focused on fostering this in practices, normalizing visibility of all the different disabilities, within classrooms, within academia field. This is what we want to achieve.
When we talk about diversity and gender equity, they are also European requirements for all research, for all teaching and innovation activities. So therefore, I think the whole of Europe, both in the academia and also in the business field, we are moving towards a more democratic and participatory society where gender becomes important, for different kinds of diversities become important, and where disabled people will have more chances to participate every year.
Oh, that's the fun part of our project, because of course we have a lot of meetings, discussions, debates on how we need to foster these global objectives. But then we want to take them into practice, and the celebration of the summer school has the objective of bringing together people from different fields of research, practice, to share their best experiences, best cases of how responsible research should be implemented, how disability is really taking place in the society. Our summer school, to be celebrated in Madrid in July, close to Madrid, in a beautiful town called El Escorial, will approach the topics of our project from the perspective of responsible research and innovation, communication of topics of disability, gender diversity in public sphere, and also best practices in communication.
Mm-hmm. Well, we have Milieu Summer School together, or as a joint activity, with the El Escorial Summer School, which is organized by the Complutense Foundation since 50 years already. And the summer school is celebrated from the 13th to 15th of July in El Escorial village near Madrid, and Milieu participates there. All the partners will be present, and our course is called Diversity and Inclusion in Responsible Research and Innovation.
Taking part in this Milieu project is an amazing experience, both from the academic and personal perspective as well. And I truly hope that our project will be able to unlock new opportunities. So it won't be just the 3-year project, but the beginning of something more meaningful, in order to help academia to become more inclusive, more diverse, and open to everyone.
Yeah, from a personal point of view, Milieu is really teaching me things and making me to reflect about inclusion and gender, and also see the structures at our own university, at the Complutense, where we talk about the gender equity, and of course we have gender equity plans, but how it is transformed into a reality, how it really works, and how it is working in a transformative way, and in the university structures, it is interesting to analyze that. And also I personally work with some students with what we call functional diversity, and it is also teaching you a lot. You have a very close look to the issue of the project.
There's many challenges yet need to be addressed, and this project helps us a lot to understand how that could happen.